What's up, guys? Xerath here, back for some more VOD reviewing. It's Dishsoap. He's playing TFT. We actually have something to say outside of the fact that we're just watching a bunch of Dishsoap. Is that we have in-houses. Look at the people on the right here. We got Bosso Skills, Wajan, Iverson, Demasi, and Raptor. Obviously, Dishsoap. Some other people like the King and Showtime who are, you know, not necessarily the top echelon of players, but, you know, certainly are active in the TFT community and are usually relatively high elo. But really, I'm here for Mr. Soap. I'm here to watch Dishsoap put on another TFT Masterclass. We pick up the Vex to start. We talked about how strong Vex was from the last game. We'll see if we can play around Vex this game, because we do have just a Twitch opener as well as Sunfire components. And, oh, we're going to sell the Shen, okay, to pick up these guys to potentially play Hunter. Yeah, I think this makes perfect sense, right? It's kind of unlikely that Shen ends up coming in here. And the big thing is being able to hold Hunter for Twitch, which is very likely going to be our opener here. We have another Twitch, actually. Could be Twitch Reroll, but with that tier seeming unlikely. Vex Pair is interesting here. I wonder if there's like a gold augment we could take here that would give a Vex. Unleash the Beast we've talked about already. This augment that gives a Stare Axe seems really fun. Doesn't really make sense in this position, though. Worth the wait. You get a random 1-cost champion. After 4 rounds, get another copy of it for each round for the rest of the game. So this is... I've taken the Prismatic one, which is a 2-cost. So this gives you a guaranteed 3-star 1-cost. You have to wait 4 rounds for another copy, though? That's so long. So you get it here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You get another copy here, and then you're really only getting 3-star, like, 4-1. I can't imagine this being a good augment, but I don't know. And then High Voltage we've talked about is a really, really nice augment. Could pair pretty well with some kind of frontline item slam here, like a Redemption plus High Voltage. Even a Sunfire plus High Voltage with the Ionic Spark. You make Sunfire Spark, and then you have those 2 things guaranteed. So you can see that as well. And yeah, I just don't really like Worth the Wait. This Arcane Conduit one is interesting. The High Arcana, the one that you put the Arcane Selector on, gets attack speed and HP for each unique Arcana champion fielded. The only problem with this is that Arcana feels like more of like a late game trait than an early game trait. You know, you're fielding Ari and Hecarim, and then like, so what? I mean, I guess 30% attack speed and 12% HP is not bad, especially if you could just like throw that onto a Hecarim. Yeah, I mean, you know. But I just don't think it's that good, just because it seems kind of weird. I feel like you'd want it more at like 4-2 when you can actually get stuff in like the Tahm Kench, like eventually like Xerath. Caretakers is another cool augment, good in general. Yeah, it's really between Caretakers or High Voltage here. Ooh, we're looking at Arcane Conduit. I think Dishsoap's just reading it. Yeah. The only issue with High Voltage is that we have this Twitch opener, but we're gonna go for it. Ooh, does Dishsoap ever do? We have a 2-star Twitch here. You can go sell, 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 sell. You only have one cost on your board and guarantee getting a 2-star 2-cost from Twitch. We also have these other units to play around. I think I would just straight up do this here. You have Minor Polymorph with a 2-star 1-cost. Just sell, 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 and then just take this and guarantee a 2-star 1-cost. And yeah, he's gonna, or 2-star 2-cost. Go for it. We pick up a Nunu 2. So now we just have a 2-star Bastion to play around. Yep, I just love this, man. And now we get to play around Nunu 2 with the Ionic Spark with the High Voltage. Yeah, I mean, yeah, this spot looks insane now. I mean, yeah, it's just, I don't know. They might have to tune this down a little bit. Oh yeah, and we sell to make 20 gold here, or 10 gold here. I think that makes a lot of sense as well. Those are great units, but because we already have the Nunu 2, like, what are the chances that we're actually going to be playing around that? Not very high, I think. Also nice that we managed to put together a pretty nice board with the Zoe plus the Poppy here to fit Bastion Witchcraft, and then Ari comes in for Scholar, and it all just kind of fits together. We'd really love to get Honeymancy in on this board, so I fully expect us to hold on to this Ziggs. Because yeah, Honeymancy with this Nunu 2, he will be doing a lot of damage with the bees, but we'll see if we can end up getting there. But yeah, I wonder if they have to somehow tune this augment or this charm down a little bit, just because starting the game with a 2-star Nunu is huge. I mean, I guess there's the opportunity cost where you have to sell off all those other 1-stars, but like, I mean, this was also like one of the most perfect units that we could get here. Imagine he gets like some kind of 2-star AD item holder, would feel a lot worse. But even so, like a random 2-star Neela can't be too bad. There is another Nunu here. I guess the ideal world would be we get Nunu's hero augment at 3-2. But I don't think we're playing for that. I think we're just playing for, you know, good TFT, push levels, play some kind of AP flex board on level 8 or level 9 and feel good about that. We're actually fighting a pretty strong board as well. This guy's got a Galio too to play around. I think Nunu should clutch it out in the end here, but it was pretty close there. They almost got through the Nunu, but yep, this is good. Get to make 20 gold, hold on to the Honeymancers, and yeah, feel really, really good. We have Tear in here. Have to imagine this wants to be like a blue buff or a Shojin or something. I guess Archangels is another option. Adaptive Helm is a reasonable option as well. Just want to make something, I would say. So yeah, I think we can grab this. I wonder if you just make the Adaptive Helm onto Nunu to get a third item onto him. I feel like that would make the most sense. Do we have anything? Ooh, wait, was that? Oh no, that was just the augment or the charm that re-rolls your shop. Okay, I was like, Dishsoap didn't roll here, right? I mean, there's the Ziggs too. I have to imagine you just make adaptive onto Nunu, right? If the fight's close at all. If the fight's not close, you don't have to make it, right? We're fighting level 4 Raptor here. Like we don't need to slam anything in this situation because we're always guaranteed to win this fight. So I think this makes sense. So a beautiful, clean early game so far from Dishsoap. We'll see if we can get that last win for the 5 streak here. But the spot looking fantastic. And the only question at this point is what are we going to play this game with all the resources in the world? Great item slams. Do we want to play some kind of, just like AP level 8 comp? Ooh, there's the Kog'Maw, by the way. I feel like you just play this over, or yeah, actually even the Veigar is just better. Over the Ahri, agreed. Scholar is fine, but it's not the biggest deal, especially on someone like Zoe. And yeah, I like this as well. Just get, ooh, yeah, this actually fits so. You still get to keep Witchcraft in, and you get to keep Incanter in with the Cassiopeia here. So yeah, this will be the board that we'll play Tuord. And then I don't know. The only question is, can we fit Mage? It's a little difficult because we kind of just have to play this board for now. But yeah, I really like getting Honeymancy in. Honeymancer, the bees deal damage, not just for the damage that your champion does, but also it deals damage for percentage of the damage they take. And so Nunu being this huge tanky frontliner, he's going to be taking a lot of damage. He has a lot of HP to tank up all this damage, and then he can send the bees out and deal damage. So this should be an insane opener. Glove here, not too sure about that. Full item anvil. Could be a Nunu item, and we do have now a Shojin as a potential slam here. Yep, you always take the Remover Reforger because there's no reason not to, and it's also free AP onto the Veigar. But yeah, I want to pop this first and see what our options are here. I mean, it's either Adaptive Helm or Bramble Vest, surely. I guess Xerath is potentially an option, but I don't love it. It's really this glove is kind of annoying to use. I would even consider maybe reforging this glove just to see what our other options are. Because, like, if you reforge Glove into, like, a Chain Vest, then you would just make Gargoyle Shojin and then take Adaptive Helm or something. If you reforge it into, some kind of damage item, then you can think about taking Rose or Bramble Vest, maybe. I mean, the other thing you need to do is scout the lobby and see how AD heavy we are, I would say. And, yeah, we are scouting looks. Let me go back, because he did this really quick, just so, a very good TFT player. He's doing that real quick. Yeah, no AD, no AD. This guy, probably AD type stuff. This guy, probably not. It seems a pretty low AD lobby, so yeah, I do think Adaptive Helm is the take. But I would like to... Ooh, he reforges the sword here. Interesting. Not interested at all in the Shojin. He wants to hold on to this glove for whatever reason. Huh. That surprises me. I would have really thought it would reforge the other way. I mean, now I see, like, Steadfast Heart plus double Adaptive, which is kind of awkward. But what else even is there? I guess there's Gargoyle, hold Adaptive, and then just hold both of these for, like, a JG Archangels, maybe? Maybe that's best, actually. Gargoyles, Adaptive, yeah. Yeah, in hindsight, I think this is the best. Oh, we're fighting this Elise hero augment. This one is so scary. They are BT Archangels, so maybe there's a chance that our Nunu can just get through this Elise. Yeah, I mean, the Elise is really not that tanky, and we do actually get through the Elise huge there. Get to make 50 gold. I mean, that's amazing for our spot here. And maybe level up is just another Honeymancy. Okay, item-wise here, I like combat bandages a lot here. You have such a tanky Nunu already, giving him another bunch of HP with all these items seems really good. Item Collector is another fun one. And we did get full item Anvil, I guess. We do have a lot of items to play around. I don't think you can take this, obviously, because we're triple item Nunu already. But yeah, I mean, either one of these I like. I've taken this a few times, and it hasn't felt that insane to me, but, I just want to feel what the stats say, honestly. Defensive Arts, wait, he's looking at this. Enemies hit by Incanter abilities deal 10% less damage for 2 seconds. At max stacks, Incanters gain 10 mana every 2 seconds. Holy! I mean, that is really, really nice. The only problem is you have to play, like, a 4 Incanter setup, and as far as I know, there's not a very good, like, 4 Incanter board out there. But you really want to be playing 4 Incanter with that augment, I would think. Yeah, I think I like Combat Bandage is still the best here, and we are going to go for it. There's Zoe to level up to just, yeah, throw a random Zoe 2 onto our board. She's flat shred, so she can get people to, like, really, really low armor or MR values. So, yeah, I think we look at that. And, I mean, yeah, the opener looks fantastic. My only question is, what are we playing this game, Dishsoap? Because we have everything that you could ever want. 7 streak here, Nunu 2, great item slams, holding onto this tier glove for good offensive items. Like, I really like the spot that we're in. Ooh, Nico for potentially 3 Witchcraft here. You can level this round. It's a little pricey, but you can certainly do it. The question is, do we feel a need to level here? Showtime just went level 7. If we end up fighting Showtime and Showtime's board is strong, I want to actually take a look back at Showtime's board before um, because yeah, he just went 7, Vex 2, double Econ Augment though. We probably are fine, considering we have double Combat Augment, so it's probably all right. Wajan Iverson also went 7, and he actually has double Combat Augment here, but his board's not very upgraded, so I don't think we need to worry about losing this fight. So yeah, we win this. Yeah, a little scary there. Maybe Dishsoap was thinking more about what his late game comp was going to be, because I'm really afraid that we would have lost this fight, because I don't think he ended up scouting until like basically the fight had started. Like I said, Archangels, JG, both options here. I guess both require a rod, so we're really looking for a rod. Maybe you just take the TG here onto Jinx. At least consider it. He's gonna take tier here for maybe, I don't know, blue buff? Blue buff adaptive helm seems bad. Take this, okay, +1 gold, not bad. Obviously the level for the Nico here, and yeah, just blue buff Adaptacone here. I don't know what this is going to end up going towards, because this is kind of like, these do kind of have to go on 2 separate units. I guess the idea is that we'll just get to enough items down the line. I don't know, I guess we'll see. Showtime with a unstable trench coat on that Vex too is kind of scary, but this Nunu is such a monster, and we're level 7 now. I think we got it. Yep, yeah, not even close. Actually, this Nunu just tanks everything here. So another easy win for Dishsoap, and that was probably the strongest person. So one more fight, but I assume that we're going to be keeping our streak here. And he's going to start putting board in Team Planner. Okay, I love this. Looks like he's looking towards this this Karma board that there's a lot of buzz about. I've played around this a lot and really enjoyed it. He's playing a different version though. This is Karma and Friends. This is like a vertical preserver Karma version where you're just playing the 2 Chrono. The version that I've seen plays 4 Chrono, and you fit like Mage and other stuff in with Vex. But he's looking at like a vertical preserver version, just because preserver is such a broken trait. And also, I don't know, is there synergy with our augment? Not too much. You know, it'll heal up our units, but yeah, this is what he's looking at. Obviously, this board fits together very well, and there's a couple of open slots. You could play for Chrono here, right, with the Vex, and then just a big Camille jumping around the board. The other nice thing is that Melio can farm items for your Camille. I wonder, it sort of seems like Dishsoap thinks that playing around Melio, because I feel like he played around Melio on one of his other Fast 9 boards. I think he might think that Melio is really good for Fast 9, which makes sense, right? Very often when you Fast 9, you have so many units to itemize that something like Melio could be really helpful. Anything to level for here? I mean, I guess there is just Scholar that you could fit in. Really doesn't do much onto this board. I think you'd rather just the Shapeshifter, right? Do you want to level right now? It's pretty expensive. I guess you can scout the lobby. And then the other question is, what are our items? Don't need to build a Morello. We already have Sunfire. We do have that Archangel. I like something like an Archangel Guardbreaker, perhaps. Even just a Gargoyle, and then just have too many tank items, kind of. But like, I feel like this allows us to make 2 damage items, whereas if we make JG, then we're stuck with like another Adaptive Helm or something. I'm also just, I don't know, I've become an Archangel enjoyer this set. I don't know why exactly. I just feel like there's so many units that want to play for long fights. We are going to pick up the Charm there. We do also have a random Shentu in shop if we wanted it here. And yeah, we're looking at, yep, just playing that here there because Shentu is Shentu. I think this makes perfect sense. We'll see. There's the Guardbreaker, the double Spark. Okay. And that Charm upgrades are Ziggs to a Ziggs 3, which is huge. So the double Spark here, using the high voltage here just to get a lot of damage down off Spark, and then it's, yeah, Spark Vow. I would have never thought of this, but it makes sense, right? We're playing really hard for tempo. This slam will give us more tempo and just, yeah, allow us to play good TFT. I have to imagine at 4-2 with all the resources in the world, you just take Blossoming Lotus and play for an insanely capped board. We don't really need more items, and we don't really need more rolls. So, yep, you just take this. I like this a lot. Go level 8 here, get perhaps the Nico back in, and we're going to roll a bit here, it looks like. Okay. We do pick up a Charm here, which is a nice pickup. We are getting the 4 Bastion in here, and Arcana. Ooh, this is a nice board here. Checks the TG, but he is just going to end up throwing it onto the Hecarim. And these are pretty good Hecarim items. But yeah, the 4 Bastion here plus the Arcana. I kind of love it. Yeah, I think this makes a lot of sense. The Arcana's not too insane here, but it's probably the best single thing that we could fit. And I mean, we do have a lot of itemized units, so that is the upside. DR onto all of them. The AD doesn't really do much because we did select her the Hecarim, I believe. Yes. But the 4 Bastion is huge here with this Shen too. Yeah, he's looking at actually just taking the 10 AP for the entire team. But yeah, I think the DR has to be slightly better, but it's actually it's funny that, he has to think about it because it is a little bit close. But wow, nice rolls there to stabilize the board just off this 4 Bastion setup here. And then this is going to be what actually gets him to 9. I think he wanted to win that fight. He wanted to pick up a Charm to keep his streak, but now that he has 4 Bastion, he's confident enough in the board. I feel like this is one of the really, really cool things about Charms. This set is like it incentivizes this rolling and thinking about, okay, how strong is my board? What do I need to hit to win and get stronger. So I actually love this. And oh yeah, the final board, he's thinking just throw Xerath TK in there and get Arcana in. Arcana is very often a nice way to cap out your board. I would think I would want like a damage item here, but maybe Dishsoap's idea is just like with these items you can throw them on somebody and it's enough. I just don't know who that somebody is, because I don't really, I don't know who holds these items, honestly. Yeah, Dishsoap's still trying to figure out the level 9 board. Can't wait to find out what... it honestly, from looking at this and looking at these games that Dishsoap has played so far, it seems like the level 9 board, so far there hasn't been like kind of a very default one figured out. And, usually more of a default board does end up getting discovered. And wow, look at the Ziggs go, by the way, 7k damage. Usually a more default board ends up getting discovered as we get further on into a set. Early set, Dishsoap's going to play a lot of games, figure out what makes sense for Fast 9, and then once release happens, we know the strength relatively of stuff like Karma, like Xerath, and we can figure out what the Fast 9 board looks like. But it's really cool that he's like changing all these things around, trying to build out a different board. He could fit Frost in here randomly. He just has Diana in. Diana plus the Taric here for Bastion. Yeah, Diana plus Hecarim here plus Xerath. Ooh, that's cooking now. You get the Bastion and you get Arcana in, and then you throw Karma in there just for Chrono. I don't dislike it. Yeah, and now that we have the Xerath, we'll just do this. 100 streak to 4-7. It's just a Dishsoap masterclass as usual. Fastest 9 in the West here. Probably going 9. I would imagine. I wonder if he goes at 5-1 or 5-2. I think I would, at this amount of gold, actually try to greed 5-2 because I'm not that confident about 5-1ing it. But we'll see here. We still have to pick up this orb and see what's even in here. Spat. Yeah. We definitely should have picked this up before we looked. What do you want to craft here that's like a really good splash trade? There's not much, right? Maybe you just reforge this, honestly. Like Pyro is a little bit of attack speed for your entire team, I guess. And like you don't need this rod that badly. But I really want some Xerath. I want at least a Xerath item here. I would consider reforging this Spat, honestly, just because I don't think it's going to do that much for us. Maybe Witchcraft could be an idea. Looking at Chain here. Okay, so it's going to be the Declaw, and then I don't know what the Spat is going to become. Pyro is the bow option, and then Chain option. I honestly do not know. We could go back and look, but I think he'll be slamming it soon. So I'm not going to worry about it. And yes, he does decide to 5-2 it. Finally does end up losing 5-1. I guess he could even 5-5 it if he really wants to. Let's see. I feel like he has a lot. 64 gold. You could level here and not like roll it to 0. You could roll it to like 10 or something here. Maybe even 20. Yeah, just sit at 20 here. Because yeah, honestly, there's a lot of stuff we have left to find on this board. Like I don't think you can. You certainly can't roll it to 0 here and have a good board. Like your board will be very weak. So this is like a little bit of a slow Fast 9 here, where we just 5-2, level up here, still make 20 gold here, but we do, get the Melio in to make our board a little stronger. We have Xerath in stacking up that ability to get these Ascendant Charms, which could be really good. A little bit of extra Econ, a little bit of insane combat power. There's another Melio, which is good. It's interesting he's holding on to these Aries, and ooh, yeah. I actually don't love that charm that much when you're in a spot exactly like this, because getting a gold if you win is good, but getting 12 XP if you lose is not great. It is only 2 gold, is I guess the reason why Dishsoap ends up picking it up here. Because, 2 gold at the end of the day, who really cares? And we do end up Arcana-ing our Xerath here, because late game, Xerath, just the true damage for every charm you've bought across the course of the game tends to be really good. I think Dishsoap would much rather take a win here, but the problem is it's unlikely that he is going to win. But you'd much rather take the gold than the XP. Still, 12 XP for 2 gold, not a bad trade. And hey, we're already top 4, so not bad either. I have to imagine we want some kind of damage item here. Was there an Archangel? No, so JG Gunblade, JG Gunblade. Gunblade? Okay. Go for Gunblade here. We're holding on to all these components still, actually. Boom! There is Xerath, too, which is huge. Reroll with all 4 costs, actually, kind of a surprising take for me. But I have to assume we got to start getting out of some of these units, get these items over to Xerath. Yep, we are finally going to do that. Get 3 Arcana in here, Adaptive onto the Xerath Guardbreaker, and then blue buff is just going to go on Ari for now. I don't know who is meant to carry this blue buff late game. I'm very curious to see. I mean, right now it's on Ari. Maybe it is just Ari for all time. We end up losing to Bosso here with a pretty interesting Scholar +1 and the Scholar just like augment setup, which is pretty wild. But yeah, now Dishsoap kind of getting into the like slightly scary phase here. We're getting kind of low. Ooh, a 5 cost. And okay, I mean, honestly, that one was not that good. We do finally pick up Karma too. Oh, that's where the blue buff goes, of course. It just goes onto Karma here. She fits in well for Chrono, and yeah, she's pretty cool. I don't know if we're fitting in Cantor on this board, but I mean, really just 2 Chrono Karma. I don't dislike it that much. Like I said in the past, I do really like 4 Chrono. And oof, honestly, these are some rough fights. Lost every single fight this stage. This has been my experience when I play Fast 9. I want to see Dishsoap do more of it because, I mean, like, Fast 9 is a very difficult playstyle to play in TFT. But it's interesting, you know, watching him do this because, like, you know, it just goes to show it's not easy. We ended up actually selling an extra Taric there, I thought. There's a Vex if we're interested in it, but looks like, yeah, he's down to get out of Taric here, get into Diana here, get the Morgana in for 4 Preserver, and he's just going to roll down here to try to pick up upgrades. There's another Rakan. There's Melio too, finally, which is quite nice. And yeah, he's really just rolling for upgraded frontline because this frontline is garbage. Gonna end up making the Frost Emblem here. So yeah, that was the idea. Chain is Frost. So we can just get 3 Frost onto this board, makes the GS and throws an item onto frontline, and then just Melio, unitemized Melio 2 here in the back line, trying to give items to units. Xerath doing decent work. Karma with this extra item. Yeah, she just barely wins at this fight. We really badly need Rakan 2 here. Don't think you can take major polymorph here. There's just so much bad stuff it can hit and so few good things it can hit. I didn't actually see what that augment, or that charm we took there. Oh, increase your 5 cost stats by 4% permanently. I love this one. It's just at stage 6 too. You know, it's a little sus, but it's just so fun that I like taking it. And yeah, this is going to end up being our board. So yeah, the 4 Preserver setup with Karma in there for Chrono and just a secondary carry. You play the Hecarim and the Xerath as an Arcana package. And then you play, what else do we have? Just Diana in here with the Frost Emblem for Frost, and also just Diana. A pretty solid, like, pseudo frontline, pseudo carry. She's kind of interesting. Yeah, I mean, I think this makes sense. And then just Melio here as a random unit to give your unit some extra items, as well as, you know, he pieces the synergies together really nice. The Scholar and the Fairy here. Though both synergies I feel like are kind of not that relevant. I mean, extra mana onto Melio I don't think is bad, so that you can farm more items. You know, we're 2-item everybody. We have like binary airdrop value here, essentially. So getting a 3rd item onto the Morgana, onto the Karma, I feel like all of those are huge. We are going to end up losing this fight to the big spider here. Ooh, and Dishsoap's just going to send it here for the extra free rerolls here to try to pick up something. Diana 2, Morgana 2, really, really big stuff here. Item-wise here, he is just going to go for the Rakan 2. I think this makes perfect sense. Garrett, oh, actually, no, we already have Rakan, but he just wanted the Guardbreaker here. Going to throw that onto, I don't actually know, Morgana, or just Karma, yeah. Guardbreaker Karma. Pretty solid because she's hitting multiple targets and she's damaged over time, so actually a good item on her. And yeah, we're going to see if we can finish out this game. We throw the bow onto the Melio here just to get a quicker cast, to get more items to the rest of our team. We have the Xerath in the middle here, just trying to make him live as long as possible. We do beat Jay Lin. I believe that's Jay Lin, I would imagine, because I think his name is Jason Lin 24, and so Jason Win. I get it. Very clever. But yeah, he has a strong Elise board, but can we beat it? I mean, now that we have the Morgana 2, we're really just trying to dig for Diana 2. If we can hit Diana 2, I think we are quite capped out here. We're still quite capped out even with the Morgana 2. Picking up the Declaw from Augment is really nice as well, because this board is so much magic damage. And ooh, this is really scary. Xerath is alive though, gunblading up. Oh, the Xerath unit is so fun to watch, honestly. I'm so hyped to play around Xerath more this set. I've talked to Ellie. He's kind of a reprint of Aushin, and Aushin was one of my favorite 5 costs to play around of all time. Just watching him just hit the entire board. He also doesn't have the delayed windup that Aushin had. Aushin kind of like took a second to cast. Xerath, he casts and he kind of immediately gets into that cast. It's really, really quick. Item here for Morgana, or even just something for the Fairy Melio could be pretty good. Ooh, extra damage jam for your entire team and a bunch for Xerath. Love that. Also Diana item. Oh, so there's a lot of options here. Archangels, Morgana, BT, Diana. I mean, those are the two main options. I wonder which one's better here. Maybe BT Diana, just keep her alive. I don't know actually. Curious to see what the take is here or if there's some other option here that I'm not sure of. I mean, I guess you could BT Morgana as well. I would imagine it. I don't know. I feel like he goes on Diana because she goes into trouble more often. Yeah, and he is going to BT the Diana. I think this makes sense. All right. Potentially the final fight here. Oh my god, our guy gets sniped, but my god, look at that Diana, 12k damage. That's the difference between having a Diana 1 and Diana 2 here. Gonna roll down. Okay, we pick up Zillion 2, and we're just looking. Oh! Wait a second. We got the charm that makes it so if you lose this round, you can't get eliminated. But Jason Lin also got the charm. So we were playing one more fight regardless here. Regardless of who wins, neither player can die here. They got to remove this charm, honestly, guy. Like, Mortog, here everyone's pleased. Like, there's no reason for this charm to exist in the game. This has got to be the worst charm by far here. We win the fight. Jadelin goes down to 1 HP. Still alive because of the charm and only because of the charm. Ooh, temporary emblem. This is 5 preserver. That's huge here. Wait a minute. Look at... He got desperate play again? He can't die again? Even if he loses this round? There is no way, man. Okay, so we have to win this fight or we're dead, but Jalen can never die here. So one more fight to go, probably. Yep, we clear this. The upside is we're winning all of these combats, but hopefully last fight we can get a solid charm in here. We don't really have anyone who can hold it. Isn't just second declaw here? Or actually, ooh, redemption looks really juicy as well. Okay, I'm down for redemption here because Rakan item is good. Next combat, 1-star star up. Their allies gain 200 shield and 20 AP. We would only be taking this for just 20 AP to our entire team, which is not bad. With 20 gold, I think we can find something better. I would think you can find a better one there, but we are just gonna end up taking that there. Only 20 AP to the entire team. I mean, it's certainly not bad. But oh my god. And Jalen got the huge, what is this called? The tower? The one that summons this giant, basically, dummy that also zaps units. I wonder, I feel like that's way better than our charm. We were winning the fights before, but I wonder how much this swings things with that extra tankiness. Our front line, ooh, the Elise got in the back line. Wait, the Elise just got onto our Xerath here, and we end up going second here. It's a top 2 here. Well, incredible game overall from Dishsoap. A really fun Fast 9 game. At Riot Games, I think that charm needs to go. Desperate Plea, I don't think... It has to be like 25 gold if it exists in the game or something like that. There is no shot. But either way, a really fun game showing off a really beautiful Fast 9 from Dishsoap. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. And check out my Twitch and all my links down below. Thanks for watching.